career. It's really terrific. She'll be singing later in the show, but we thought we'd talk to her first. Please welcome the one and the only Dolly Parton! It's been a couple of years.
It's been 3 years. I feel like it's been forever since I saw you. I love working with you.
And you've been putting a lot of time in. It probably took you all that long to do this album. You're back on the road again, correct?
Yes, I am. Actually, we started in Knoxville on Sunday, and this is we're going to be over at the Hollywood Bowl tonight and tomorrow.
Oh, really?
The tour is called the Better Day World Tour. Yeah. We're going to go to Europe and to Australia and do lots of
Now, is it fun being out? Do you like the road?
I do. I love it. I'm a gypsy by heart. I love my bus. I live in my bus.
So when you go to a town, you don't stay in your hotel?
No, I don't stay in hotels because I have everything I own on the bus. And you know how you hate going in a hotel and you always forget something.
Right. Okay.
So I just have everything. I cook on the bus. I live on the bus.
So when the bus pulls up next to the building,
that's what I
like
do.
in downtown, you just stay there.
I stay there.
So you're in the parking lot.
And the drivers go in. They go in the hotel and stay.
Right.
I'm on the bus.
And they just lock you in the bus.
They lock me in the bus. But we have security and people like that. But usually they find a good place for us to park so we can let the sides out and make
the sides out.
The sides of the bus so it makes it bigger in there like a house. And then when we travel,
get one of fancy double wides. Don't you be putting on air as putting the bus out wide like that.
Maybe that's why I like the bus. It is like a double wide.
That's very nice. So when was the first time you ever performed in Knoxville? Was that the first city you ever performed in?
Well, actually, I grew up 40 miles from there up in the mountains. And the first time I was ever on radio and television, there was a man named Cass Walker that had a chain of supermarkets in Kentucky and Tennessee. And he had a radio and television show where he sold his groceries. So he sponsored his groceries through that. So everybody would go sing. And my uncle took me down there because I was always singing and writing. I was 10 years old. I walked out on stage and I sang, and boy, I got a standing ovation. I had to sing the same song 3 times because I didn't have nothing else prepared. But I thought, wow, I was 10, I was little, and they just kept going on and on. And I got back in the car, and I said to my uncle, "They love me, don't they? I'm going to be a star." And but years later, I realized it was because I was little, not because I was good. But it gave me confidence, though. It gave me confidence to think that they were going to like me.
So you were writing songs as a little kid, right?
Yes. I
remember the first song you ever wrote?
Well, the first song I ever wrote was about a little cob doll that Daddy...
cob doll?
A corn cob.
A corn cob.
We used to grow our own corn, and we'd shell it, and Daddy used to take the corn down to the mill.
Any corn that wasn't in the outhouse, he'd make a doll for you.
That's right. So Daddy had burned some poker eyes in this cob. Mama had put the tassels back on, made hair, made a little dress out of the shucks, and I named her Tassel Top. And so Mama kept the words, but the little song was, "Little tiny tassel top, you're the only friend I got. Hope you never go away. I want you to stay." And then it went.
That sounds like a song they play in that movie Children of the Corn. You know when the kids come out?
It's true. It was a child of corn.
No. When you go to your concerts, the fun thing about going to a concert, there are a lot of people that come dressed as you, men and women, right?
Yes, they do. Especially the men.
Oh yeah, it's huge. It's huge.
I know, but it's fun because I'm easy to look like. All you got to have some big old wig and some big old falsies, and, or whatever.
Those are the most realistic falsies I've ever seen in my life.
Some help with mine, but those guys get them all in there. But what's so funny, I have all these drag queens, and they're always about 6 feet tall anyway, and then they put those high heels on and the hair, and they're just so there, and I'm just a tiny little thing, as you can see. But it's so funny to look out and see all these dollies out in the audience.
Now, let me ask you about this, because I remember, now see, I don't know if this is one of these sort of, these urban myths you hear, that you entered a Dolly Parton look-alike contest.
I did.
And you didn't even place, right?
No, this was years. It's true. This was back in the 80s when I was pretty popular then, when Here You Come Again,
Right.
some of those songs
Sure.
were out. And so the guys were, a lot of them dressed like me and Cher, and there were lots of dollies. And I had a little house in and around the Santa Monica area,
Right.
and they were having a dolly look-alike contest. And this guy that was my friend, that was my hairdresser, he said, well, let's go down there. I'll fix you up. So he over-exaggerated my hair.
Yeah.
We over-exaggerated my beauty mark, and and so I just walked across the stage with all of them, and I got the least applause.
Wow.
And so I always said I lost the Dolly Parton look-alike contest. So, but
Did they
it's
ever
true.
know it was you? Did you ever tell them?
I don't think so.
Oh, you gotta tell
We
them.
wanted, it was Halloween, and we were out. That was our way of getting to have a good time. So we just kept. I told it around in interviews and stuff, but I don't think they ever knew.
That's hilarious. Well, look, more with Dolly when we come back.